All right. 2016, woo woo, year of the weed. I've been talking about it all throughout this the life of my channel, all the way back. Now the thing about it is I did a video right when I started talking about 2016, the best year for marijuana legalization ever. You might have remembered it. And then I did another video where it was 2016. Not everyone's on board with all these marijuana plans or whatever the hell it was, but it's a fact. Like, these laws aren't all, the best laws you can possibly come up with. And what we've seen is in Ohio, when you try to pass some of this shit, if you put it on the ballot and try to pass it, the people say no. Like, no, 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 no. If you're trying to give it away to your buddies or give it away to a bunch of rich people, no, 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 no. If you're trying to cut out the small farmer, no, 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 no. If you're trying to tax medical marijuana, no, 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 no. In Michigan, the legislators said, yeah, we can tax it. So they wrote a law, and they're going to start taxing medical marijuana at 3%. I mean, a patient going into the store is going to have to pay 6% sales tax on everything he buys. So, yo. What we have is a bunch of pro-marijuana campaigners launching TV ads ahead of November. And I was like thinking, I know marijuana campaigners don't always have the most money, so it's not the most, it is pretty popular. If you ask somebody, hey, shouldn't marijuana be legal in this day and age? And then, the poll answer is always, well, fuck yeah, what the fuck's the holdup? But if you ask that same person, like, would you donate to my campaign? They're going to be like, no, I don't even smoke this shit. I'm just sick of seeing people getting arrested. I mean, you might get more money than your average bullshit campaign out there, but let's be honest, man. A lot of people think having too much to do with marijuana is just toxic. Like, oh yeah, I totally agree. You should definitely not arrest anybody for it. Can I get your name so I can write you, send you a letter, your address? Nope, see you later. I mean, they don't smoke weed, they're even more paranoid. If they just smoked weed, they might be a little paranoid, but yeah. So this is writers. We got Scott Malone from Boston. Campaigns to legalize recreational marijuana use in Massachusetts and Maine launched their first television ads on Monday, hoping to boost public awareness and support ahead of the November votes on the issue. The ads begin just over a month before Election Day, when voters in 5 U.S. states will determine whether to legalize the recreational use of the drug, following the lead of Colorado, Washington, Oregon, and Alaska, as well as the District of Columbia. The Massachusetts ad will feature Tom Nolan, former Boston Police Department officer and a current professor of criminal justice at Merrimack College, advocating for legalization as a way to better regulate marijuana use. Quote, question 4 requires strict product labeling and child-proof packaging and bans consumption by kids. Nolan says in his 30-second spot, citing the question's position on the November 8th ballot, the start of a $650,000 ad campaign. The main advertisement also features an ex-law enforcement official, former Cumberland County Sheriff Mark Dion, who argues that legalizing the use of the drug by adults would free up police resources to investigate violent crimes. Bingo. The main group has budgeted $1 million for its ad spending. Campaigns launch a week after the group Regulate Marijuana Like Alcohol in Arizona launched its first blast of TV ads. Voters in California and Nevada will also face ballot questions on the issue this year. Nevada campaigners plan to begin a TV campaign in the very near future, a spokesman said. Both the Massachusetts and Maine campaigns face stiff opposition from local officials. Of course. I mean, really? The Boston mayor, Martin Walsh, wow, a recovering alcoholic, a Hillocrat, a Hillary superdelegate, among the most prominent Democratic voices against the idea. You might remember that guy. He was hanging out with Bill Clinton and disrupting people from voting in Massachusetts back in the primaries. All right, I just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, fuck you, Martin Walsh. Get on board, asshole. Anyway, I hate to call people out in my videos, but I don't really. That's why I do it. Why wouldn't I do that shit? You got a problem with that, Walsh? Fucking put a comment in the comment section like everyone else, bitch. All right, so Walsh has stressed the perceived risk that legalizing marijuana could lead users to become addicted to first pot and then other drugs. The fucking gateway theory? Holy shit. Yeah, he's definitely a fucking super Hillary, whatever the fuck, because that's what she's at. She's with the gateway and the marijuana interactions can kill you theory, and we don't have enough research and all this other shit. So anytime someone's faced with legalization, this is a Democrat. Forget that I'm talking about anybody but Martin Walsh, the mayor of fucking Boston. This guy has the balls, as a recovering alcoholic, to come out and just be totally against legalizing marijuana. And his reason is because if you smoke pot, can we quit calling it fucking pot? And at the same time, can we stop using the gateway theory? The gateway theory has been proven wrong time and time again. This is not an information site, so I'm not going to give you a whole lot of information about it. But let me just say that major studies have been done on this gateway theory. Publications have come out in the last year. I believe about 3 or 4 of them talking about how the gateway theory is just a bunch of bullshit. One of them is my favorite one. You know what really is the gateway drug? Mother's milk. There you have it. Well, you know what makes you want to do pharmaceuticals? Pills. Duh. Like candy. You ever eat some Mike and Ike's and some Pez dispensers and shit? So don't give me this shit about gateway drugs. People that do heroin do heroin. I mean, there's no gateway drug, and marijuana is definitely not that. And there's no dangers, there's no perceived risk that legalizing marijuana could lead users to become addicted first to pot than other drugs. Just the first part of that, addicted to pot. How many people are addicted to pot in your city right now in Boston? How many people are running around robbing liquor stores so they can get their next fucking marijuana joint? Man, I think in November, or I don't know when mayors get elected in Boston, but whenever that comes back around, get that guy out of there. This guy is a worthless piece of shit. And let me just say that again. The Boston mayor, Martin Walsh, Democrat, worthless piece of shit. There, I called you the fuck out, man. Like I said, if you got a problem with that, you take your comments down into the comments section like every other poor hack piece of shit mayor that I call out on this fucking channel. All right, back to the Maine Governor, Paul LePage. This is a racist fucking guy, Maine Governor LePage, who actually just blames all these people from Boston and New York, you know, for coming up to his cities and towns and getting all the white girls addicted to heroin and essentially knocking them up. Remember that guy? You might have heard of him, Governor fucking Paul LePage. And I know I've left the YouTube acceptable terms bullshit a long time ago, so I'm gonna keep on going. Fuck this Republican. Republicans always got worse things to say than anything else, but he just basically repeatedly voiced his opposition. Anytime someone asks me, he's like, oh hell no. Fuck that. And he don't got nothing really to say about it because he's such a prohibitionist that he's more action than talk. So you're looking for what he's doing, look for the behind the scenes shit, possibly rigging voting machines. Who fucking knows? You know, I mean, who knows really? We don't know. We have no idea how this is going to play out. But I guarantee this, more people want marijuana legalized in Maine than don't. Recent opinion polls have shown voters in both northern states favorizing legalization. Some 53% of respondents to the WBZ UMass Amherst poll of 700 likely Massachusetts voters last month supported the measure. The result in Maine was much the same, with 53% of 505 likely voters polled by the Portland Press hearing saying that they favored the idea. The Massachusetts group said its initial campaign would last a week, with potential extension. Now that's, you know, we're always wondering, is the anti-legalization people going to put up ads? We'll see, but out east, I haven't really seen a whole lot of, like, nothing going on. You got Kevin Sabet running around with his bags of fucking medibles, like he's allowed to do that, and acting like, oh yeah, look at my medibles. I don't label them, so you can't tell which one's which, so steal them both and you'll have an ounce of medibles, I guess. All right, it's a matter of how much money we have and how much TV we can afford, says Jim Borgansky, a spokesman for the group. And unlike the anti-legalization efforts, we don't have big industries behind us saying, yeah, let's get this legalized, woo! Although I wonder where they are. You know, they might be involved in this because you got people that really have vested interests in it. For example, people that manufacture organic pesticides, organic food, people that make Fox Farm and Advanced Nutrients. Come on, guys. Sun Systems. Give me a break. You guys are fucking billionaires already. You can't not be. All right. I don't care what you say. Whatever level of legalization or none at all marijuana has, you got boots on the ground in almost every major metropolitan area, almost every rural area in America, banging out your products. Don't tell me you're not fucking billionaires. Don't tell me you can't throw some money at some of these efforts. All right, I'm not going to rant anymore because this news clip just turned into a straight out rant, and I don't see how it could have done anything else.